Hello, I'm so excited to let you know that the doors to the Makers Academy open today, and I'm about to give you a behind the scenes look at what we get up to in the membership group. So before I start, some important information. The doors to the Academy close on the 31st of August at midnight, so that's only 4 sleeps away. After that, I'm going to be concentrating on my wonderful members and teaching them all about punch needle. So there's only 5 days, guys, and I really don't want you to miss out on something that is really special. So before we get into the background, I want to tell you a little bit more about Clever Poppy. So people do love making beautiful things with my tutorials, but it's not just about making something lovely for your home or your friends as gifts. It's about the whole process of making something creative and the benefits that that can bring to your life. I totally get it that life is really busy, and that at the end of a day where you've been busy kid wrangling and working and dealing with life in general, you don't really have time to, or it's the last thing you want to do, is to sit down and actually have to work out the inspiration, the information and the equipment that you need to successfully make something creative. You just want your DIY handed to you on a plate. Ta-da! I also know that when you do prioritize some me time in your life, it is worth its weight in gold. I love seeing the feeling of joy people have when they make something they're proud of, and have experienced that feeling of relaxation and focus and peace that we get when we're making something. So that's why I started the Makers Academy. I really want to teach people some of my favorite crafts, things like punch needle, modern embroidery, woven wall hangings. But I also want to give my members a sure path to some quality me time. It's like I'm giving you the excuse to prioritize some me time in your life to do crafts. Yay! But first of all, about my members, I just have the most amazing group of like-minded women. It's really cool. We hang out online in a Facebook group, and that's where we share our successes, our questions, our works in progress, our failures. It's a really supportive group, and it is just a wonderful way to keep you motivated and accountable on your creative journey. I want to give you a little peek behind the scenes into the Facebook group so you can see this wonderful group and all the success they've been having. Just look at all these images of the creations my members have made over the past few months that they've shared here in the group. Most of my members are from New Zealand and Aussie, but we also have members from all over the world, places as far-flung as Greece, the UK, the United States. Okay, so last module we learned all about modern embroidery, and my members had a lot of success and fun with this. It's a craft that has a lot of complexity and tradition to it, but my take on it is all about making it achievable and suitable and modern, and creating the kind of decor that we want to see in our houses these days. Over the course of the 3 months, my members were taught a beginner's guide to modern embroidery. We covered things like what supplies to use and basic techniques for dressing your hoop. They learned a whole bunch of stitches, from super simple to a little bit more involved. For example, back stitch and chain stitch, French knots and satin stitch, to thread painting. They also learnt techniques like finishing their hoops and doing away with knots in their work. Then the best bit, they created 3 little works of art: the little wildflower meadow pattern, the pot plant shelfie, and then finally a guest pattern by Amanda at Bryn & Co. She is amazing, and we were so lucky to have her as a guest in the Academy for our first module. And I also did a little variation on her pattern in a different colorway. So what a wonderful first module we had. So what's coming up? We are kicking off with the punch needle module on the 1st of September. So that's just after the doors are closed to the Academy. Punch needle is a type of embroidery that is somewhat related to rug making, but it's really a whole new modern take on these old world techniques. It's basically using a punch needle to create little loops in the fabric as you go along. It's so full of texture, it's amazing, and I feel like it's a bit more forgiving and free than traditional embroidery, and you can really build up your stitches quite fast, sink your teeth into it, and create some amazing things relatively quickly once you've learnt all the basics. So similar to embroidery, I'll teach you the basics, I'll tell you what supplies you need, I'll teach you the basic stitches and troubleshooting, all sorts of bits and pieces, and then each month you'll get a pattern so that you can create a project. It is going to be really awesome. I'm so excited about starting Punch Needle. So what's the deal? Okay, so the doors are open from today until midnight on the 31st of August. It's $150 for an annual membership or $15 for a monthly membership. If you sign up for an annual membership, you are also going to get instant access to all of the guides and tutorials from the Modern Embroidery module that we've just completed as well. So that's if you sign up for an annual membership. So the Punch Needle module will go for 3 months as well. Just to recap, you're going to learn how to punch needle, you'll learn all about this craft, you'll get 3 projects, so these are patterns designed by me that you will make and be able to keep. You'll get access to our Facebook group so that you can be surrounded by a group of wonderful like-minded women to support you on your journey. I'll do Q&A sessions so that I can help you out as we go. And I'll give you product supply recommendations so that you can get started with great value products that actually do work. So a little bit more about supplies. You'll need to buy these in addition to the monthly membership fee. I'll tell you what supplies you need to make each project. They're going to be supplies that I know work well for the level we're at. Plus, where I can, I'll point you in the direction of kits and discount codes. The day you sign up, you'll get an email from me that gives you a handy shopping list for the Punch Needle module, and I'm also going to tell you all about a really cool Kiwi store where you can get exclusive Makers Academy kits and a discount on them. It's making it really easy for you so that you can get started on the fun part. Okay, so lastly, just a little bit about my style. My style is all about creating projects that I know look amazing with instructions that are achievable for you to do. I don't cut corners, but I'm also conscious that I want projects that are going to be realistic and achievable for the kind of life we live in. And I'm bearing in mind what's important and what we're actually trying to achieve. I'm not a perfectionist and we are not trying to be experts. But we don't need to be, and that is the beauty of it. So just rest assured that with my guidance, you're going to be able to make some really beautiful things for you, your friends or family. Okay, so how does that sound? Head to my website, you'll see straight away where you can click through to the Makers Academy. The doors close soon. I really don't want you to miss out and I know you're going to love it. I can't wait to see you there.